Welcome to another outstanding episode of Jiu-Jitsu by the Train Tracks, episode number
35.
Revenge of the Jitsu. When you do 35 of these, you just stop caring after a while.
You got to. You can't care about what other people think about you. You can't even care if you do it consistently.
The camera can't see it right now, but there's children here.
We've already had a couple
these
instances of them making random noises, and you may pick some of those up on this. So if you do, that's just free content for you.
These children. And let's be honest, James, the one making the noises is mine.
Yes. Mine will be shortly, though. He's very gassy. So
Okay.
At some point, you may hear a toot or two.
So he'll be the one going outside.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah. Hopefully he makes it to the restroom.
Hopefully.
They're both wearing headphones, so we're going to say whatever we want. That way we know, as good parents, they won't hear any of this.
I wish there was a camera on my boy Archer right now, though, because he has got a Slurpee that he is just holding between his leg and the straw in his mouth. And then he's got some crust on the table.
Yep, a whole crust of pizza.
Pretty sure he's going to eat the crust. What do you think about people that don't eat crust?
I think that's lazy. I think you're tapping out early.
You're half-assing it.
Yeah, they put extra time and effort in the crust now because people weren't eating it.
Boy, you better eat that damn crust.
I paid for it.
I paid for that crust. You better eat it.
Every bit of it. I'm expecting you to eat the box.
Now, what do you think about eating other people's crust?
I think that's gross. That's like licking somebody else's teeth.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not
It ain't
gonna
that
eat
bad. It's not
somebody
like
else's.
it's not wet. Or maybe some people make it wet. Maybe I should change the way I'm
I don't know what
explaining
we're
this.
talking about anymore.
So anyway, this is what you've been waiting for.
Yeah.
Episode 35, back in action, ready to talk all the shit.
Yep.
Because we got my man right here, Nashville 2022 Open IBJJF World Gold Local Champion.
Yeah. All
Go
of
ahead,
that.
flash the metal, man.
Yeah.
Flash the bling.
Let them see that gold.
So my man James, for some of you who don't know him, this is his third gold at the Nashville Open. So he has scored at white belt, blue belt, and now just yesterday at purple belt. And I think now it's time for you to step up to the big leagues, my man.
What would that be?
Well, a couple things need to happen. First, we need to put Williams on the back of your gi. So we gotta figure out, get you a competitor gi.
Yeah.
And then we put you in Master Worlds in Vegas. You know.
Yeah. Why not?
Because what did the guy say when you win against him?
He said that
you should do Worlds,
You should
man.
do Worlds,
You
yeah.
could hang, bro. Like the typical Californian would say.
California that moves to Texas. This
Yeah.
is where they go. That's the demeanor that they carry with them. It doesn't go away.
That is like a type of person now.
It
it's
is.
like the person that was from California and they've now moved to Texas.
Yep.
But where else would Californians have gone? They would have stayed. Some people would stay.
Apparently Tennessee, because I know a lot of people here from California now.
I think people that stayed in California are just like, yes, yeah, we want to stay home and wear masks. yes, we want to make sure that we're locked down like 24/7 and
Well,
not run our own businesses.
If you move from California to here, if you owned a home in California, you pretty much write your own ticket when you get here. Just because the cost of stuff there versus here, they're borderline rich when they move here.
Now, I've never been to Texas. What part? Have you been to Texas?
Yeah, I've gone to Austin and Houston.
I've heard Austin's a pretty cool town.
Yeah, it's all right.
all
I was on a work trip, so I didn't get to do much of anything. But it's some weird situations. We drove under this bridge, and 10,000 bats flew out from under it. And everybody knows that happens and says it's normal, and they're okay with that.
10,000 bats.
Yeah, it's just a couple $100 switch. Don't worry about it hitting the ground or
You
nothing.
okay? Hey, put your drink up. Put your drink down.
Let's handle it one thing at a time. You got to put that drink down.
You got to put your drink down. Oh, he's got headphones on. He can't hear anything.
Now it's 2 drops. And that one just tooted.
Okay.
You see how I posed Reggie in the background?
Did you?
Yeah. Okay.
We got the cameras rolling.
Again.
Mine might tilt or fall or something at some point.
It's okay.
I've got my firstborn running around in the background here.
Yep, he's keeping us company.
We're doing okay.
I'm sure you can't hear him on these mics. He'd had to be much closer.
This is a little experiment. You know, it's the first time we're having a young Archer. Archer's 5 years old.
Yes, he is.
And he's used to being around the gym, not so much around podcasting. Right now he's grabbing equipment out of the podcasting bin and probably going to destroy it here shortly.
Just don't break a window.
Yeah, whatever's expensive, you know, he's drawn to.
And him and Oscar, Reggie, are hanging out in the back. He took the wig off of him.
Where'd it go?
It's on the mat.
Well, we had a wig on Oscar, but
we wanted him to look special for today.
So I guess for like Californians getting out of California, it's either Texas or what, New York? Is that the other place that these people are moving?
Californians are moving to Tennessee just because they get some nice tax cuts. What are you doing here? I'm just looking at you fixing your hat and your hairdo for today.
Well, you know, I went and got my hair did, and I felt like it was a good occasion because my man is a gold medal champion. You know what I'm saying, man? When he's a gold medal champion, that means I'm a gold medal champion.
Yep, you're right.
I was high-fiving myself after that performance, James.
Yeah, I bet you were. Like, I taught him that. You did the exact same thing that I was thinking, but I didn't say it. But you did it.
Well, you did say it's on YouTube.
It's on the YouTubes.
Let's just see if we can't pull it up here.
Let's pull it up without shutting off the audio this time.
Yeah, we'll see. As long as Archie doesn't go run into the daggone thingamajig.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So this is your browser.
Yeah.
You click on that icon. You move stuff around.
Goddamn. Goddamn.
Shit, Mike, I'll tell you what, that boy. You know, my favorite country accent is from Napoleon Dynamite when he was going to work for the farm. Mm-hmm. And the guy came out with the raw eggs for him to eat, and he.
All right, here we go.
Yeah. Ceremonial bow, and Julie decides to pull a hard left.
Well, let's be honest. Cameras are just drawn to me, so I
got you. So do you see that? I treated him like Alex for a second.
You did. You shook your finger at him, and I liked that because that was like, you know what, dude?
Not today.
You in my house, Mr. California, transitioning to Texan, now you're in Tennessee.
I tried for that ankle pick.
You really did, man.
He got away.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I can't do it twice. I got to go to my guard game.
The guard pull looked excellent, though.
Thank you.
That's a good guard pull.
And it looks like there's very little going on here, but he's digging his whole body into my gut right now.
So he's like pushing into your stomach.
Yeah, like a fist.
With the grips, yeah.
Right
fist.
into my stomach.
That makes sense.
But his gi was nice. I was glad it wasn't Mike's. He believes in fabric softener.
Okay.
Because that gi was really soft. And you know, I'm trying to get to a lasso, but he's not even wanting to move his hands around. Like he's burying his elbows into my inner thighs as he's pushing in, so there's not a lot of space. And at some point, he gives me just enough room that I can get a lasso in. And I've tried it a couple times.
Like this position here where I see where he steps up a foot to the outside, this is where I really like to do that cross sleeve to the back, where I do 2-on-1, like one cross grip on the sleeve.
Oh, yeah.
And then one
stuff
behind and then stuff it across. Yeah. Because what you'll do there is you have to open up. But he's pushing down. He's expecting to push down and pin your leg.
Yeah.
But what happens is when you open and shrimp away, they actually fall forward for a minute, and they have to post themselves.
Gotcha.
But that was just something that I was, you know, and in the moment it's like, you know, it's hard to tell you to just execute things. It's more like, put this foot here, put that grip there.
Yeah.
Just to really like combat
get ready for De La Hiva.
whatever passing. Yeah, that wasn't a tell.
Leg pass body.
I was listening. You see that? You said leg pass body? I put that leg there. So this is where it got weird.
Kick out.
You're actually set up in the guard that we were working, right?
Yeah.
And you saw the leg in the middle.
Yes, I did.
And
Side is there.
So
waiting
you
for him.
said far side omoplata. I was trying to. You said break his grip, but his hand was under my leg onto the inside of my leg.
Oh, okay.
And I possibly still could have got the omoplata on the far side, but it didn't feel like it would have been as strong because I couldn't stiff arm his arm. It was like completely, like I could see his hand in between my legs.
Yeah.
Keep playing smart, James. Control the grips first.
Good coaching, Jeff.
I'm trying.
No, it was all great.
Doing great.
Like at some point, like right now, I'm telling him, I'm sorry, my coach is like a dad. He can't help but be proud of me, and he's really loud when he wants to be.
I think people have one of two reactions when they listen to me coach. They're either really annoyed or they're really amused.
Yeah, it's probably impressive as well if you don't know, because if it was my wife, she'd be repeating whatever you said.
Yeah.
You say break that grip, break that grip.
Well, I think having a coach, especially as you try to advance in the gi, especially. I mean, and no gi as well. I mean, there's just going to be things that people can see in the
Right.
match that you're not going to be hip to. You're not going to know every little detail when you're in the middle of it. Like, that's why you do film study, right? So
Right.
you can go back and review and see where you had maybe had mistimed something or turned your wrist the wrong way or something, you know, and
Yeah.
so when people say I don't need a coach, they just go out there and do their own thing. It's like, that's fine. Like, if that's your personality and that's what you want, but it's only going to take you so far.
Right.
At some point, everybody needs somebody's help to get
Right.
to that next level.
Because you're talking now about two brains versus one.
Exactly.
You're talking about 4 sets of eyes or 4 eyes versus one set. Like, you're picking up a lot of advantages.
So, like, this is the only thing I recall him doing the whole time. Like, he
Yeah.
stood up once into your guard and almost got swept and did not
Right.
stand up again.
Once he felt that sweep, he was like, okay, I got to break this low with pressure.
So this is definitely like a big guy move here to try to, like, just turn your body while you're on your knee. I'd never try to pass
No.
closed guard on my knees. I'm always standing.
Tried my cross sleeve, and then I tried a triangle. Oh, Julie, where are you going? Julie, this stuff's still happening.
Man, I thought it was excellent. The guy that you fought, kudos to him for,
Oh, yeah.
you know, coming out and, you know, he's been competing a lot this year. And what's his name? Nito.
Daniel Nito.
Daniel Nito.
Daniel Rene Nito.
And very sweet guy, very nice guy. And like 200-some points this year.
Yeah,
Ranked
like
number 4 or
222.
14 or something.
Yeah,
You know, like,
he's ranked number 4 in Master 3 Purple Super Heavy.
so
And he's ranked 16 in Purple Master 3.
And when was the last time you competed?
Memphis, was that last summer that we did that?
It was May or June, yeah.
Oh, wow.
So
Yeah.
it's almost been a year.
Yeah, it's
since
almost
you
been a
last
year.
competed. And let's be honest, you weren't happy about
I was not, Jeff.
Memphis.
You could look in the picture and tell.
You're not
Like,
happy.
I took a picture with you, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
you'll probably put that picture up in this.
Well, yeah, we could probably like do a side by side.
Oh, yeah.
The Memphis picture where you've got
Vers-
your bronze. I'm just as happy in both. You
Yeah,
know?
you are. You look the exact same in both. Yeah, I do my thing, and I'm there like, and the other one I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't help it, man.
No, I get it.
It's genetic too, because Jarrell does the same thing. He's got pictures where you could tell he didn't do as well in the matches he wanted to.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times you'll only see half of his face because he's hiding behind somebody else.
Jarrell's pretty notorious for hiding behind people when it's
Oh,
time,
yeah.
picture time. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
why don't you want to be in the picture?
He does, and
He
that's the
does.
weird part about it.
Yeah.
He's just
Sometimes
awkward
people just
kid.
want to be brought out. You know, they want somebody to bring them out because
Yeah.
it's hard to do it on your own sometimes.
make me feel like I'm invited.
I want to be noticed, but I need reassurance that you guys actually want to notice me.
Yeah, Yeah, it can't be as easy as me just doing it.
Who else does things like that? Women. Moving on.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about Mike Tyson punching somebody
Because
on
that
the airplane.
happened. Jesus Christ.
Here's the thing. If you want to make a funny social media video, don't choose Mike Tyson as your victim.
No. No.
You know?
That's the opposite of sanity.
Like him or Gordon Ryan, right?
Yeah.
'Cause Andre Galveo learned that message.
Yeah, he got slapped around a little bit. And he kept trying to talk to him. I don't understand that.
Yeah.
Hey, you slapped me. Now
Like a
it's time
drunk
to fight.
person.
Yes. Yes. He looked like he was under the influence. Like, no, come, let's talk to you, man.
Anywho. Hey, seriously, though. Go put that down.
Did he just move that 100-pound heavy bag behind us all the way to the other end
Oh,
of the mat?
yeah. He's going to. We'll probably be. I'll be watching this during post and just being like, I'm going to have to take this out, take that out.
He's a tank.
Yeah, he is a little tank.
Yeah.
So Mike Tyson, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
so he beat the brakes off this guy.
you know,
And my favorite part of the whole thing is while the fight's going on, everybody's turning around and looking, but nobody's stopping it. Nobody goes in to intervene at all.
it's a very short clip. It's
Yeah.
like the guy was filming. That's the funny part because it seemed like the camera dude was friends with the guy that was messing.
Yeah, it did. Or either he was egging them on.
And then he just gets in the back and just starts filming when Mike Tyson's finally had enough.
Yeah.
That's a real good friend, right? He just
yeah.
hangs out in the back and films you while you get your ass kicked by one of the
By Mike
greatest
Tyson,
boxers of all
like,
time.
I'm pretty sure if Mike Tyson were beating me up, I don't think any of y'all would intervene either. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean,
that'd be
because
wild.
there's a part of me that thinks, like, your animal instinct kicks in and you see an apex predator attacking a lamb. You're not going to intervene. You're not going to stop that. It's like, huh.
You know what's weird? I did just have an urge to take my phone out and record.
Yeah.
I feel like that
have
would be
to.
why is that our instinct now? Our instinct is not to help. It's not to solve the issue. It's to
Document
film it. And perhaps we'll get several 100,000 of views, and we just take credit for the fact that we were there, we saw it, we filmed it, we shared it with the world. I mean something to somebody.
Yeah. I mean, because, there aren't many heroes left in the world. Like, most people have gotten, I think, hurt by getting involved in a situation that had nothing to do with them. So people are probably a little shy to jump in. I mean, when you get your gun permit, they tell you if you see somebody with a gun on another person and you don't know either one of them, don't try to intervene, because if you shoot the person that's got the gun, that person could be an undercover police officer and could be arresting a perpetrator. So they tell you when you go to get a gun permit, hey, you're not a hero. You should only protect yourself and those that you deem close to you. If you try to be a hero and save somebody else, you could be putting yourself in a worse position, shooting somebody that was doing the right thing, and you actually stop them from stopping somebody bad. So could be some of that.
I do think everybody tries to see themselves as a character in their own, like, little movie, right?
Well, yeah, of course. Everybody's a hero in their own story.
But then it's like, what does your hero choose to do with their time? You know? Is it sit on the couch? Or is it in the jiu-jitsu gym?
Yeah.
Leveling up?
Getting them reps in. One time.
Hey!
You didn't even want that. What is that? Oh, at least he cleaned up.
He's a good boy.
He is. He's awesome.
He's a good boy. James, I wanted to talk about what was the biggest struggle? What's the biggest struggle going into this match for you?
I probably deal with a lot of anxiety, and especially when I got a lot of plates in the air, adding something else usually adds a lot of stress for me. So it probably would have been trying to get in the right mental space to compete.
So tell me a little bit about what you have going on in your life and why it was a struggle. Work, training, what else you got going on?
Well, I am a college student as well.
Okay.
Currently taking 2 classes, and I've got finals coming up. So I've been writing papers for the last 8 years.
Okay.
And this semester in particular, I had to work in a group, and I hate group work because college students are not adults. They are large children in most cases, and they procrastinate, and that's one of my biggest pet peeves.
And you have 2 kids at home.
Yes, and I have my own children that are having their challenges that we're working with. And I have a wife, and marriage is a challenge in itself. But
I have a wife. I know. I just
I love her. She's mine.
Of course.
Yeah, nobody's taking her away.
Yeah, no, it's just funny. My wife. This is my wife. Take her. So you're a busy guy.
Yeah,
You got a lot going on.
yeah.
But you train how often?
4 to 5 days a week.
4 to 5 days a week.
Yep.
Okay.
For the tournament, it was 5 days,
5 days a week.
and routinely it's 4 days.
Nice. I got to tell you, man, it's like, the anxiety that comes with competing, I think, is a healthy thing. I think it's even more healthy when you acknowledge what it is.
Yeah.
And as opposed to allowing that anxiety to consume you, just the fact of acknowledging that it's there kind of puts the ball in your court. So now you're in a position to where you can be like, okay, I'm feeling this way. What are some things that maybe competitors have done, or just anybody in any kind of performance-related scenario, whether it's public speaking or, you're a musician and you're, nervous about playing out in front of people. You're going out to do a performance. So how much time are you spending preparing for it?
Yeah.
Is it a part-time preparation or is it a full-time preparation? Honestly, 5 days a week, man, you got to have confidence behind that training.
Yeah.
It's
If nothing else, just to be able to hold position.
yeah, just to be able to understand what it means to fight for every little piece that you need,
Yeah. This tournament was a little different for me. I tried a lot of different things to try to help with my nerves and whatnot, but one thing that I've been doing a lot lately is every week I've got one big thing. And once I go on my calendar and I say the tournament is on this day, I've got a very important meeting this day of this week. I put that on the calendar, and then I work backwards to whatever today is. And along the way, I put checkpoints of things that I need to check on, like, okay, I got a paper due on this day. Let me make sure I've got at least 5 pages of it completed by this point. I'm training for this tournament. Let me make sure my weight is at this point up to this section. So that kind of helps alleviate some of the anxiety, but there's still moments where I'll come in here and get on the mat and somebody will shut down something that I've really been working and plan to use in the tournament. So that'll be a mental setback for me. So the things that I used to bridge that gap were, for the most part, either video games or music. Video games that I know that won't irritate me. So I hadn't played Elden Rings. I couldn't sit there and die 300 times because that's like losing.
Yeah.
So I played something that I felt like, okay, there's a story, it'll progress.
What was it that you played?
Forbidden West. Horizon Forbidden West.
Oh, that's the newest one.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's a good game. If you hadn't played it, I think you'll like that one. But the other part of it was just music that kind of met my feeling, met my tone, and kind of flowed along the way to kind of like almost a happy ending. And I'm not trying to kiss up, but one of them was one of your songs. The one on YouTube, you just what I'm talking about.
Hey, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, bro. Don't be listening to my music.
Don't. I mean, it's on the internet. I don't know. You ain't shut the page down, so Jeff Spain original.
Yeah, I used to write music. I used to do the music thing.
Yeah.
And I still play from time to time, but it's mostly just for me and the boys. We'll do a little kumbaya.
Yeah. So you can look that video up if you choose to.
What's the name of the song?
Won't You Show Me the Way? I think that's the name. I know that's part of the song. That's not the name, but I know you say that several times in the song. It's the one with the notes hanging.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's I forgot the name of that song too.
Yeah, you don't know the name of your song?
So, well,
It's got like 700 views.
7. Hey.
No, it's like 190. And I
it's
think
like
20 of them are me.
5 views and all. Yeah, they're all James the same day.
Yeah.
You okay, Archer?
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Come here, man.
What is it?
Say what's up.
Sir,
Say how you doing.
how you doing?
Say thanks for watching
You watching?
Jiu-Jitsu
This
by
by
the Train Tracks.
the train tracks.
Yeah. Good job, buddy.
Now get out of here.
Beat it, kid. You bother me.
Yeah, get out. Scram. Yeah, that's my boy.
Yeah.
What else here, James? I think we're doing pretty good. It's a nice little. We just wanted to get together, really, and just kind of brag for a minute at the fact that you had a great performance.
Yeah.
And anything else you wanted to go over here?
I
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Well, as always, we appreciate you guys for listening and watching. We're going to try to pump out some more episodes here for you this year. Probably get some more guests from the Profectus team. So if you're in the Profectus Association and you've been in the Profectus Association for a while, don't be surprised if I hit you up. Try to get you on the show.
That's right. Get some return guests to come in. I know I got one I want to talk to again.
I know I got a list,
Nobody's told us no.
and that list is going in my diary. And I'm going to cry at night every time I write down a new name.
It's a journal. It's not a diary. He's not a 12-year-old high school girl or something.
All right, guys. Well, happy jiu-jitsu, and
Because that's a holiday now.
thanks for putting up with us and our children.
Yeah. Mine's good. He only passed gas once.
Yeah, he was good.
Yeah.
All right.
Later, folks.